It's been a long time coming from the SC, South Carolina, baby. Sometimes it feels like the world is against me, 'cause I'm coming from SC, from heartache and pain, struggle and strain, trying to maintain for the SC. So mama, don't worry, I'ma make my dreams happen.
Word definition of the day: effective communication, the act of sharing information between two people or groups of people so that the information is successfully understood. Make sure to check out the Did You Know? Hi guys, welcome to TheNailJeanieSC. How are you? I hope you are well and your family is doing well. Do me a favor, if you don't mind. Hit that subscribe and like button for me, and let's get into today's video. So guys, today's video is just a simple video. It's a removal process. Most of you guys do this all the time, so it's not something that I need to go step by step and in detail with. I am using my Melody Susie dust collector. That's one thing that you should have. If you don't have, please try to invest in. It'll help keep the dust out of your lungs and out of your air passageways. You definitely don't want to get that stuff down in your system. You don't know what problems it may cause for you later on in your life, or even with your allergies or anything like that. So having a dust collector is a great thing to use, even though, guys, I'm bad about sometimes being too lazy to pull it out, but I always have my mask on, which I have my mask on right now. But have your mask on. A dust collector is always great to have, because you will see by the end of this video all of the dust and stuff that it pulled up off of the nails from all of, the shavings and that dip. This is my dip mani set. So that dip is a form of acrylic powder. So you'll see all of that on the dust collector. So I like to put a downy fabric sheet between my dust collector. Between the top and the filter, if that makes sense. If you see what I'm talking about. That way I can preserve the filter as much as possible, and not have to keep buying filters, because of course, guys, these filters have to be replaced, because you get so much, if you take clients or you do your friends, family, yourself, and you constantly doing your nails, these filters will gunk up and no longer do what it needs to do. So you will have to change your filters out. So this is how I preserve my filters, just a little bit longer, because until I'm like in a place where I could just go and spin, then I have to do all I can to preserve as much as I can. And I'm going to also be using my Melody Susie drill. So this is the M series. I cannot remember which drill this is. This is the last drill I purchased from Melody Susie themselves. Now, guys, I showed y'all back a few months back a Melody Susie drill that I found at some bargain little called Ben Time here in my area. And guys, that drill stopped working on me. Well, the handpiece stopped working, which I think the handpiece was the reason why it was there. It had a little bit of skipping or something in it. That's why I didn't give that drill away, or give that e-file away, because I just knew that, it was not too long. It's not going to be worth, it's not going to hold up. So eventually it did start working on me, so I do need to find a new handpiece for it. I like to keep the base of it, because there's nothing wrong with the drill itself, but the motor, which is in the handpiece, is the problem. So if you guys know anything about drills or these e-files, your motor is your most expensive piece anyway. your handpiece is your most expensive piece. So when I was looking on Melody Susie website and the Melody Susie store on Amazon, I might as well buy a new drill for the price I'm going to pay for a handpiece. The handpiece is just as expensive as the whole drill itself. So whenever you purchasing these drills, guys, remember, I don't think it's more of the name and a lot to do with the motor, which is the handpiece. That's what you're paying for. That base of the drill, where you get the digital look and all of that stuff is just part of the drill. But your most expensive part of your drill is going to be that handpiece. And please, 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 I learned this in school. Do not try to fit something yourself. Do not take it apart. Do not do all of that. Just either send it back to the manufacturer if you have a manufacturing warranty, which, I'm learning that when I'm purchasing things online, that I need to make sure I have that manufacturing warning, because you just never know when this stuff is going to give out on you, and it gets expensive. These Melody Susie drills are not cheap, but they're not cheap to be buying over and over and over again, right? So, but I have time to play around and figure out what I want to do with that drill, because I have many other Melody Susie nail drills, and then I have a Koopa e-file as well. So I'm not so concerned and in a hurry to get that fixed, but I did want to let you guys know about that. So yeah, like my mama always say, you get what you pay for. So I thought I was getting a deal. It was a very nice quality drill for the time it lasted, but it didn't last that long. Alright guys, so I am going to stop talking. I'm going to let you guys listen to a little bit of music. I'll come back at the did you know portion of the video. And yes guys, it's just a removal. I will come back in a different video. I think I want to do something with this hand. Not quite sure what I want it to do. So you're going to see me playing around with the tips. I wasn't sure if I was going to just take everything down. But I end up just cutting the tips down and doing an acrylic overlay a little on a short set. And that'll be in another video. So, alright guys, enjoy. Did you know, once you have completed your schooling and are licensed, there are numerous specialties that you can pursue. Because rules and regulations vary from state to state, it is important to know which services are allowed in your state of licensure. Some areas of work are one or more of the following: nail salon, full service salon, day spa, medical spa or medical podiatry office, salon management, sales consultant or educator for distributors, education for salons, trade shows and special nail company symposiums, beauty school instructor, online education, on-site fashion shows, photo shoots, movie, television production. So guys, there is so many different things that you can do, just not just simply doing nails. I know as a, a much older nail tech that I do want to continue going back, getting my continued education. Hopefully that'll happen sooner rather than later. That way I can pursue some of these different areas for my because I love doing nails. So this is a part of staying doing something you love. And as you guys see, I love to educate you guys on nails. What I know, I try to give back. But I do want to pursue other fields in the same field, if that makes sense. I want to pursue other areas in the same field. When I get to the place where I don't want to sit down and just do nails behind the desk doing other people's nails. Now, I'm always going to probably want to do my own nails and probably do my daughter nails. But whenever I get to the place where I can't take clients, but I still want to be in the nail business, these are some of the career paths you can take. So be mindful of that. If you are a licensed nail tech, be mindful of, all the different avenues that you can pursue. But some of those areas going to require you to go back and get a little bit more education. You're just not going to be able to just go walk in and do these things. You really do need to have, in my state, I need to have a license to go be a instructor. So in order to go to nail school and become a nail instructor, I would need to go to school and take the classes to become a licensed nail instructor. So even though I have my license to be a nail tech, it does not carry for me to just all of a sudden walk into school, get an application to become a nail instructor. So I would have to go back to school, get my hours of training for that, and then I can go into the field of instructing. So every state varies. It varies from state to state. So just be mindful to check your regulations on your cosmetology state board to find out what you need in order to pursue other careers that's within this industry. That's the word I was looking for. All right, guys, I want to thank you all for the support to my channel. I truly appreciate you all very much. If you are here and have not subscribed, go ahead, if you would, and hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you a part of my YouTube family as well as my YouTube journey. All right, guys, so here I am taking the sanding band, and I think I showed you guys I went for a 220 grit coarse band instead of going for the 180 because I like to get, I like to scrub around my cuticle area because I know what I can do with my own nails. But I'm going to tell you guys, I did burn myself. I did feel that friction. And when you feel that on yourself, you cause rings of fire on your own nail, you'll know not to do that on your client's nail because it hurts. It hurts. But I did it. And I'm not afraid to tell you guys I did it. I ain't got no shame in my game in telling you guys the truth all the time. I don't always do everything perfect. But making those mistakes on myself keeps me from making those same mistakes on my clients because that's what matters. I never want to hurt my clients. Now, I might walk around hurting myself, but, I just something I have to deal with. But when it comes to somebody else, I want to make sure I'm not being overzealous, which that would be a form of overfouling on the natural nail. And that's what I was doing here. I was trying to get a lifted piece off the nail, and I was just standing at one place way too long, and it got me. So, be mindful of that. If you don't like that feeling, don't do it. Just kind of get as much as you can off. And I don't even know why I was focusing on trying to remove it all because I was going to go over the nail with a nude base anyway. So it's going to cover all of that up. So always keep in mind, guys, what your next process is going to be on your nails or on your client nails. That way you know how much acrylic to take down or how much acrylic you need to file off, because not all the time you really need to get every piece off. That's just me and my OCD. But I don't do that with my clients. I try to keep in mind that I really don't need to take it all off, because I'm going to cover it up. So just me being crazy when it comes to myself. So I need to pay more attention, but my fingers so was feeling it. So yeah. And do y'all see all of that dust on my Melody Susie dust collector? And it's more down inside of that. And one day when I'm going to remember when I'm doing a takedown to show you guys how it all come out in the end. I always cut the film off and do all my cleanup off camera. And then I realized, dang, I should have showed them all of the stuff that come out of this dust collector. Because, that might help somebody or encourage someone to go and make a purchase and get them a dust collector. Because it's very important, guys. I mean, really, especially if you take in other people or, your family, friends, your parents, if you have a mom that sits in your seat or, your cousins or whoever, you want to make sure that you're protecting them as well from all of that dust and everything that flies up in the air, because these particles, they travel in the air and they just fly all around the room. And I have humidifiers, I have purifiers, I have the dust collector, and then I have my window that is on the other side of my room that I try to keep open when I'm doing anything, so the air can circulate in the room. And so things not getting stuffy and everything just in the, everything trapped in the room. But still, I feel like it's still, this stuff be everywhere. And that's why it's just good to always have a face mask on and, encourage your clients if they, would like to cover their face with the mask while you using this or filing their product off their nails. You just want to protect them as well. Give them, at least educate them and give them the option. Most time my clients, they okay with it, because they're doing 100 different things, like looking at their phone or whatever the case may be while I'm working on one hand, or we just chit chat and having conversation, and they don't like that whole, now that we're not required to have to wear the mask, we do it because we want to. Sometimes we don't, because, my clients they long-standing clients. They've been with me for a very long time. I know who they are. They know who I am. They respect, the boundaries of, if they sick, they call and we reschedule. And if I'm sick, I call and I reschedule with them. And so, we have that understanding. So, but yeah, just be mindful, just so you protecting your lungs and protecting yourself for a long life of doing nails, and however fit you feel fit to be able to do do nails. Forgive me, I'm talking all over my words. However long you want to do nails, just take care of yourself in doing nails. I always have to tell myself, Jeannie, this career can break you down. It's just like working in a manufacturing plant. It's like working, behind a computer desk. It's gonna cause some kind of something to your body, so you have to be protected and make sure you take care of yourself even just doing this. So I'm a woman of a certain age, and I've worked manufacturing, I've worked as a secretary, I've been in office work, and I've done all of it. And now I'm doing nails, and sitting in this chair 8 to 10 to 12, sometimes 14-hour days. I have to remind myself to get up, go have something to eat, get up, drink your water, get up, walk around. And I have a great support system of nail sisters who remind me to do so and tell me to get up and go do that, because we get so sidetracked with this nail stuff, and we get into our groove and we just forget that we got to take care of ourselves. But anyway, guys, I went off on a whole rant. You could have been listening to music, but instead you listening to me. So we are at the end of the video. I am going to clean up my nails with some alcohol, wipe everything down, and that's it, guys. This is the removal process. So thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Follow me over on all of my socials at TheNailJeanieSC. And guys, I'll see you all in my next video. Thank you for watching, and you already know what time it is. Yes, the deuces are flying in the air. The Nail Genie, she's out.